Here we will talk about test statistics, significance level, and rejection region. Significance level, usually denoted by alpha, is the probability of rejecting the null hypothesis. Generally, alpha is 0.05 if it's not specified. Rejection region is also called the critical region. It is the range of t or z values where null hypothesis is rejected. So this is also the region outside the critical values, and the probability of rejection region is alpha. Here, let's look at this example. In this case, we are given null hypothesis mean equals to 14.2 and alternate hypothesis mean is less than 14.2. The distribution is the standard normal distribution Z and significance level alpha equals to 0.05. Here we are looking at the Z value such that area at the lower tail is 0.05. And we are looking at the lower tail because the alternate hypothesis says less than. Now, to find the critical value, we can use Z-table, calculator, or Excel. Here, I am going to do it using a TI calculator. For details on finding critical values with other method, please look at my other videos. I will also post a link in the description. So to find the critical value, let me pull up my calculator up on the screen. Then hit second distribution. We'll be using inverse norm function, which is number 3, then hit enter. So calculator takes area to the left, and if we are looking at this point here, so the area to the left from this point is 0.05. So let's enter that 0.05. Our mean is 0 and sigma is 1. Then hit enter, then hit enter. So here the critical value is negative 1.645. So let me write that down, negative 1.645. So this is this point here. Therefore, the rejection region is this, which we can write as Z less than negative 1.645. Now, let's look at this example. Here we have null and alternate hypothesis given like this. Note that this is two-tailed hypothesis since we have not equal sign in alternate hypothesis here. Now, let's look at this example. Here we have null and alternate hypothesis given like this. Note that this is two-tailed hypothesis since we have not equal to sign in the alternate hypothesis. It also says we are using t-distribution with significance level alpha of 0.05 and sample size of 19. Now, let's draw the rejection region in this graph. Since it is two-tailed, we have rejection region on both sides. So we divide into two parts. So this area here is alpha by 2 and our alpha is 0.05. So this area here is 0.05 divided by 2, 0.05 over 2, and that is equal to 0.025, and same thing with this side. So basically this side and this side are 0.025. Now to find this boundary value, we can use calculator or Excel or table. For now, I am just going to use calculator. So for that, let me pull up my calculator up on the screen. Now go to second distribution. We'll be using number 4, which is inverse t. Then hit enter. It takes area to the left. If we are looking at this point here, area to the left from this point here is 0.025. So let's put that there, 0.025, then hit enter. Our degrees of freedom is n minus 1. Our n here is 19, so our degrees of freedom is 19 minus 1, which is 18. Then hit enter and enter. So this point here is negative 2.10, and this point here is 2.10. And if we look at this diagram here, so these are the rejection region. So therefore, for rejection region, we can also write as t less than negative 2.10 and also t greater than 2.10. Now let's look at this example. Here we have null and alternate hypothesis given like this. Note that this is upper-tailed test since we have greater than sign in the alternate hypothesis. It also says we are using t-distribution with significance level alpha equals to 0.05 and sample size n equals to 19. Now let's draw the rejection region. So since it is upper-tailed test, we know this area here is 0.05 and we are supposed to find this point here. And this will be our rejection region. So now to find this boundary value, we can use TI calculator, Excel, or table. For this one here, for this particular example here, I'll be using TI calculator to find the critical value. So for that, let me pull up my calculator up on the screen. Then go to second distribution. We'll be using number 4 where it says INVT. So that's what you need to select. Select that. Then this takes area to the left. So if we are looking at this point here, the area to the left of this point will be 1 minus 0.05. Our degrees of freedom is n minus 1 and here our n is 19. So 19 minus 1 is 18. So let's enter that, then hit enter. So our critical value here is 1.73. So let me put that down here, 1.73. This value is this point here. So here the rejection region can be written as t greater than 1.73. Now let's define test statistic. It is a number calculated from sample statistics using an appropriate distribution such as Z or T. So test statistic is used to decide whether to support or reject the null hypothesis, and it is obtained by using formula or technology. So here we will talk about test statistic in detail in my other videos in this series. Thank you for watching. We hope this video was helpful. Please like and subscribe our channel. We will be bringing more and more videos on variety of topics.